There is a vast, wondrous complexity to the game of chess, but still, a beginner can confidently make progress with some simple guidelines. Not set in stone rules, just principles to follow. Here are, I believe, the top 15. This is the basics of chess. Whoosh! If you're able to, get 2 pawns in the center. Should your opponent not contest the center, having 2 pawns here covering this wall of squares will take space away from your opponent and may slow their development. Whoosh! Knights before bishops. You'll probably want to develop your knights before your bishops because we already know that these are the best squares for your knights, whereas the best square for your bishops is more likely to be determined by how your opponent sets up. Whoosh! Avoid moving the same piece multiple times in the opening. While this may confuse your opponent, it is also more often a waste of precious time moving the same piece more than once, time that can be better spent developing more pieces quicker. Whoosh! Don't get your queen out too early. While an incredibly powerful and versatile piece, the queen is also vulnerable to attack from lower valued pieces if brought out too soon. You can easily end up breaking principle number 3, having to repeatedly move your queen out of danger and slowing your own development. Whoosh! Be ready to castle within the first 10 moves. Castling is an incredibly effective tool at our disposal, basically giving us 2 moves for the price of 1, getting our king away from the center and bringing a rook towards it. Though it may not necessarily be the best choice, having that option available is essential. Whoosh! Castle before opening the center. The moment that utilizing the castling option does become an imperative is if you plan, or if you think your opponent plans, to open the center, as in to start removing pawns and pieces so that the long-range pieces behind have greater visibility and access to the opponent's remaining defenses. Whoosh! Connect your rooks. 2 rooks protecting each other on the same rank or file are an incredibly powerful force. If a rook is worth 5 points each, 2 connected rooks are actually worth 11 points. It's situational, of course, but it's a useful way to think of it. Whoosh! Avoid moving pawns in front of a castled king. Since pawns can't move backwards, each time you move one, you create a weakness that your opponent will try to exploit. We don't want such weaknesses, so it's best not to move the pawns protecting our castled king. Whoosh! With pawns, take towards the center. When presented with a choice of do I take this way or this way, it's often better to take towards the center. But please remember, these are guidelines, not definitive rules. Whoosh! Knights on the rim are grim. Simple mathematics, this one, really. A knight on the edge of the board only controls 4 squares, while a nice centralized knight controls twice as many. Whoosh! Bishops prefer open games, knights prefer closed games. Meaning, once enough pieces have been taken or traded that there is now open space for long-range pieces like bishops to access more squares. Whereas if the board is still cluttered and closed in, the knight's ability to jump over pieces gives them an edge. Whoosh! Look out for pins and forks. Common but astonishingly effective tactics to look out for are the pin, when an attacking piece is turned into a defensive blocker and therefore can no longer be moved, and the fork, when 2 pieces are attacked simultaneously and only one can be protected or moved. Knights are often great at causing problems in this way. Whoosh! It's okay to trade pieces if you're ahead. Simple maths again here, really. If you have more material than your opponent in the early stages of the game, then you have a small percentage of an advantage. Later in the game, should both players go on to lose an equal amount of material, that advantage would become a much greater percentage and will probably lead to victory. Yay! Whoosh! Don't play hope chess. Should you notice a tactic where you can sacrifice a minor piece, and if they fall for it, you can trap their queen? Firstly, well done. Sounds like you're having a really fun game of chess. But secondly, what if your opponent isn't a sponge-brained moron who only exists to make you look cool? Don't play moves hoping they'll do what you expect. Play moves that assume a challenging response. Whoosh! Save the best for last. Always scan for checks. The king is key. Always have a little look-see if you can give a check or if you can be put in check yourself. It would be an excellent habit to get into, thinking king safety first for every single move. So there you have it, my top 15 principles of chess. Thank you for watching. If only there was a way to let me know if you liked this video. I actually really enjoyed making it and definitely plan to make loads more. Do let me know in the comments what sort of chess videos you'd want to see. And if you'd like to feed my needy ego a few free endorphins, well gosh darn it if there's a button for that too. Lastly, here's some more videos I believe you'll find agreeable. Just time to thank chess.com for the visuals, fetch myself a brew, then play chess.